大家好，欢迎收看我们今天的节目 Living in SoCal。那我是 Jack 在 About You Team with eXp Realty。那我们这个节目呢，我们常常会去 interview 一些很成功的商业人士啊，但是我们今天这一集想要跟大家讲说，住在美国是怎么样的生活。那今天我们有一位 special guest， 我们想要让大家看到说，就是如果你想要在美国 especially 南加州这边，如果说做一个生意，不管是仓库啊，或者是做任何的 retail， 或者是任何的办公室，或者是 manufacturing， 餐厅也都好。我们今天的这个 guest 是 Joannes Background from IBC, which stands for Industrial Business Council。他会跟大家分享说，在工业市这边，南加州华人最多生意、最多 business 的地方，他们可以怎么样帮助到你们 ？So Joanne, thank you so much for coming onto our channel. Before we begin, can you kind of share with the audience about your background and what IBC is all about?
The IBC has been around for over 60 years. Formed in 1962 to support manufacturing. We were called the Industry Manufacturers Council at that time.
Okay.
And so there was a lot of manufacturing in the region and in the area, and the original founders of the city wanted an industrial area where companies could thrive and grow and provide jobs to the surrounding communities. So that was the main focus, and over the years that has changed. The manufacturing, while we still have a lot of manufacturers, that number has diminished, and we see more retail, warehousing and distribution, food processing, and other things like that are more prevalent in the city. It's much more diverse than just manufacturers.
Yeah, because I know that even just businesses here in city industry, there are like 3,000 or so.
We have over 3,000 businesses and employ about 70,000 people.
Yeah, for the audience that don't know about this, city industry actually doesn't have too many residents.
Not very many residents.
Like 200 something.
Something like that, yeah.
So it is a very, very business-oriented city in this area. So can you share like maybe some specific case, like how businesses come to you guys and they were able to get some sort of help so that they were able to expand?
We have a lot of ways that we can support the different types of companies. So, for example, we are hosting our annual Taste of the City that's coming up. That event is in support of our business, our restaurant businesses, and to help promote those. We also, just based on our zoning and our proximity to the freeways, of course, we are very attractive to companies that are in like warehousing and distribution and those types of things. We support those industries through things like certificates of origin, and also, helping be the liaison between their success and any barriers that might exist wherever they are in the city.
Yeah, I know that you guys always create like all kinds of different cool events, especially the one that you kind of just mentioned, which support the restaurant. I know it takes a lot of time, effort, and energy out of it, and you're not even charging the restaurant anything for doing it.
Correct. Yeah. So for that particular event, the restaurants bring an amount of samples to share with the surrounding community, and of course to promote their businesses. So things like that are very helpful. A lot of our members receive other benefits of things that we do. We have events where we have special speakers come. We have some that are really more focused on the season, like we have our annual Christmas luncheon in December, and we have almost 500 people that come to that every year. And so we set the stage for a lot of businesses to come and interact and have lunch and enjoy time together. So we do that. We also do classes for employees in different areas of Microsoft suites and some of the AI tools that are available now, and try to make it easy for companies to educate their employees and stay up to date on things like that.
That's amazing, because I know that mid-September you're gonna have Chris Voss come over. That's amazing.
Chris Voss is a retired FBI hostage negotiator, and we have him to speak in September, and we've already started the marketing for that, and the membership different levels include a certain amount of tickets to those types of events.
Okay.
And so we get a very good turnout from our membership because that event will be included in their membership. So we'll have several hundred people to visit with him and see his presentation. And,
he's just for the audience that don't know, Chris Voss is an international speaker. He wrote the book Never Split the Difference. It's an amazing book, and it's amazing how you guys are getting him over to speak and just to benefit the business.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I can see that because a lot of companies, they're unable to get that kind of speaker over. So kudos to you guys.
Well, thank you. You know, he was, we just recently had our prep talk with him prior to the event. And so he asked about our audience. And I said, it's not a bunch of salespeople, right? I mean, we're all kind of salespeople, but it's business leaders. And he was really excited to be asked to speak specifically to business leaders as opposed to just people trying to figure out how to negotiate a good deal. But, you know, in business, it's all negotiation. And so we are really anticipating a big, happy crowd for that.
That's awesome. Joanne, can you share with the audience just like, why is it that you decide to do this? Why is it that you're so passionate?
That's a great question. You know, at my age, I've worked here at the IBC for a little over 17 years, but
you started when you were 3.
not exactly. But prior to that, you know, I did a lot of work with other businesses. So I've always been in a role to support other businesses, either by providing them something that they need in terms of services that were sold, or providing them in support like we do here at the IBC. And I love the concept of the City of Industry and how important these businesses are to the success not only of the city, but to the surrounding community and to our economy. And I think a lot of people are not aware of the amount of positive impact on the economy. The City of Industry, in its format of being so business friendly, is a real integral part of the success of the region. So I am passionate about it, and I am so proud of the work that the city does. Everyone needs a job, and everyone needs to feel needed. And so they're definitely needed here.
I've been a realtor for a decade and a half. I've been to many different cities, counties, or even states or countries and look at real estates. And I can say that most of the places, if they are so saturated with like warehouses or businesses, some places can be a little bit, I'm just gonna say this, to be a little bit ghetto. But not city industry. I mean, there are so many like million dollar home around the area, cities with great school district, and I think that's why a lot of people like to come here. Like they can still live close to where they work. Like some of my friends, they live like 5 minutes away from their work in city industry. So I think just for the audience to know, if you're considering about moving your business to city industry, or even just considering places to plan to start your business, this is a great place. Not only for your business, but also for your family. Right.
It definitely is. We have the most amazing schools and opportunities in the area, but I have lived my whole life here in Southern California in this region, and still some of our most beautiful days when you're going over the hills that surround City of Industry, and you come over a hill and you see the mountains and you can almost see to the ocean in some areas. It's a really beautiful community, and so to have this resource right in the middle of it is kind of makes it that way. You know?
So Joanne, what are some of the challenges that you're running into?
Well, one of the biggest things that is hard for our companies to keep up with is the changing regulations. So, you know, of course, with the fossil fuels and the energy supply and trying to change a lot of those energy sources, that's probably our biggest challenge in the near future, and it's going to take a long time before we make all those transitions, for sure. And another thing that has been a challenge for us, and I'm hoping to remedy this, is our communication gaps with all the businesses so that we can be inclusive and cover everybody. That's something pretty much that I want to focus on going forward and really bridge that gap. So we're starting to imagine what our communications need to look like. So we do a lot of email communications, we do a lot of mail, paper, other kinds of promotional things on our website, on social media, those kinds of things that we need to figure out ways to reach more of our businesses. In the City of Industry, I really don't know the actual number, but it's somewhere between like 50 or 60% of the companies here are either Asian operated, Asian owned, or obviously there are a lot of Asian employees that are managing and running a lot of these companies. So I really don't think we come anywhere close to the potential that we can to engage all the businesses. So yeah, that's what's on my radar.
I see. Well, that means that there's a lot of opportunities.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Well, congratulations and for all of your hard work and everything that you have done for IBC and for the city industry.
Thank you.
And thank you so much. So 谢谢你今天来看我们的频道，希望你今天有学到很多东西。关于说，如果你想要在美国这边啊，在工业市这边，如果说你要开一个生意，你会有什么样的人来帮助你？那 again， 我是 Jack Tsai with eXp Realty About You Team。谢谢你的收看。如果你还没有按赞、订阅、分享我们的节目的话，那马上定下来哦。谢谢你，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
Bye.